Hey y'all, so I'm about to get ready to go to a friend's house and I'm gonna do my makeup, so I wanted to share it with y'all. This is a super quick, like 5-minute makeup routine. It does not take long at all. It's super basic. Most of it's drugstore, so it's gonna be super affordable. But the thing about this makeup look is I live in the South and it's so hot. It's June 24th and it's like 90 degrees. The humidity is like 100%. It's just crazy how quickly it went from spring to summer. But my makeup, I like it to be light in the summer. I don't want to feel like I have cake and paint on my face, you know? But I also want it to stay because I have oily skin. I'm a very sweaty person. I don't want the sweat to just wipe my makeup away. So I've kind of come up with a somewhat foolproof makeup look that I really like. I love the way it looks. It's simple, like I said, it's very fast and it stays all day. So stay tuned if you want to learn about this makeup look. I will have everything in the description box below and also on my blog with links if you want to buy anything. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm starting with a clean base. I have moisturizer on, everything like that. And I'm going to be using 2 drugstore products as my main face products. I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation, and then this is the e.l.f. concealer. It's the 16-hour camo concealer. This foundation, I did not love it when I first got it. It's definitely a lighter foundation. It's not full coverage at all, but it is buildable. So what I will say, you like full coverage, build it. Just add another layer. But also if you have oily skin, you may not like this because it is kind of oily, but we're gonna set it with powder. So I'm gonna show you my trick to making these types of foundations last. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is apply concealer actually, and I'm gonna show you a little trick that I've come up with. It kind of makes your makeup faster. I'm gonna step back so I can see the mirror, but I'm just gonna do like my regular little triangular shape. And then I'm going to take my foundation. This is, like I said, the Light Illusion Foundation. I'm using what color? I don't even know what color it is. Oh, Natural Beige. I'm going to put it on my Beauty Blender. This is actually a Real Techniques sponge. And I'm just going to start blending. Now, the reason I went ahead and put my concealer on, and this helps my makeup like come on like more quickly, is, and if I wasn't talking, this would be a lot faster, just so you know. I can blend it in the foundation as I go. So what I do is I completely blend the rest of my face with this flat side. And then I turn around my sponge to the pointy side and blend in, or blend out the concealer. And I do put it on my eyelids a little bit. All right, so there's that. And then I flip the sponge back over to the flat side and just kind of blend in my foundation with the concealer. Because what I find with concealers, and a lot of girls do this, and I think it's even worse in the summer because we're tan, our concealer can look so white, and it makes our eyes look so white and bright and it looks stupid. Your concealer should be like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your foundation. And that's simply to brighten up the darkness under your eyes. It's not really supposed to be a white eye, like a reverse raccoon look. So definitely I like to blend in my foundation just lightly. You're not adding more product, you're just kind of using whatever's left. Okay, so I'm gonna do my other side of my face and then we will go to the next step. Okay, so next is the setting step. So this is definitely something I've never really done with my makeup before because usually I use matte foundation, so I don't need to set them with powder. But number one, it's the summer, so humidity changes everything, and I need to set my face because I am very oily naturally. But second of all, this foundation is definitely an oilier, lighter, like dewy foundation, which I do like, but I want to set it because I want it to stay. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. shared this before. I love this setting powder. It's amazing, especially for a drugstore. This is an amazing product. So you have two options here. Number one, you can take your sponge and dip it into here and then pat it on. But what I like to do, which adds another step, but I just think it's better, is I take a kabuki brush or any just big powder brush, and I get a lot of product on my brush. And you kind of want to be messy. Like, you don't want it to look good. You're not buffing it in yet. You're just kind of putting it on the skin. And a lot of people, you might call this baking, like some people call it baking, because it just like sits here and absorbs all of the moisture on your face, which it does. But I'm gonna show you an added step. So you're not blending that in. You want it to look like, you probably can't see it on the camera, but I can see like residue of the powder all over my face. You're gonna take your sponge again, and you are going to pat that powder in. You want it to be like so baked into your skin. And I love this. And like I said, you could just dip your sponge straight into the powder and that works fine. But I don't like doing that because I find I have to wash my sponge a lot more often, which I could just solve that problem and buy more than one sponge, but who wants to make things easy, honestly? All right, so this, like I said, this does take a little bit longer, but this is like literally the only thing in this makeup routine that takes time. Everything else is just so quick. And like I said, if I wasn't doing this video tutorial, I can literally do this makeup look. I timed it the other day. I think it took me 7 minutes, which is like nothing. For eyes, I'm literally using bronzer and highlight for my eyeshadow look, and then I'm going to use the same bronzer and highlight on my face. So this is also a great makeup look if you want to travel and not take like all of your makeup. This is so easy and so simple. I'm going to take this Maybelline City bronzer. I have the color medium. I love this bronzer. This is probably my favorite drugstore bronzer out there. It's matte. It's a perfect tone. I just love it. So I'm going to take just like a regular fluffy brush, nothing crazy, and I'm just going to put it all over the lid and in the crease. So this is a super, super quick makeup look. Like I said, this eyeshadow look is so fast. If I wasn't talking, I could get this done so quickly and out the door. You could honestly leave it like that if you wanted to. But I love the idea of using a bronzer as your eyeshadow because first of all, it matches everything seamlessly. But it also is very natural, it's very subtle. Bronzer is not usually as pigmented as your eyeshadow, so it's just super light and simple for the summer. But also, like I said, if you're traveling, if you're going on vacation, if you're going to see family, whatever, and you don't want to bring like a whole crate of your makeup, this is just so simple, and you can like just throw it in a little bag and you're done. So next, I'm going to put highlighter on my eyes just because I like that. But like I said, you could just leave it like this. I think this looks really pretty, but I just like to add a little shimmer. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is in the color Precious Petals, and it's just like a really pretty champagne color. And I'm actually not even going to use a brush. I'm going to get wild and just use my finger. I always put a little bit of highlighter in the inner corner when I'm using it like this because it just brightens up your eye a little bit more. Just going to the midpoint of the lid. Super easy. I'm going to go back in with the brush I used for the bronzer and just like blend that out just a little bit, but that's it. Super easy, super simple, and I'm done. All right, next is eyebrows, using the same product I always do, but I do my brows a little bit differently on days like today, like when I don't want a full face, is I don't use a close-up mirror, which I usually do for like detail work, but I'm just gonna use like my far away bathroom mirror, and I'm literally just looking at myself to see like where the gaps are and just filling it in. Like absolutely. I'm not trying to like change the shape of my brows. I'm literally just filling in the spots where it's like patchy or I'm like balding basically in my eyebrows. Same thing over here. I'm not like trying to create the perfect shape brow as much as I'm just trying to fill in the natural spaces. Brows, super quick. And the more you do your eyebrows, like the quicker you get at them, I promise. Using the same bronzer I used as on my eyes. I'm just gonna like do kind of like a semi contour. I'm not doing like a deep contour, but just like doing a three on my face, because that kind of hits the high points. Same thing over here. And then a little bit of my nose. And neck. And there it is. My hair looks really good. Next is blush. I'm actually going to be using a Milani blush. I've shared these before. I love them. This is Milani and Dolce Pink. I love these baked blushes. They're so pigmented, so affordable, and they're really pretty. I want to get some more shades, but I love this one that I have for summer. It's just like the perfect, like little pretty little pink color. Just enough color added. And I usually do my blush first, and I forgot today, but I always take my bronzer brush and just like blend it in just a little bit more. All right, last thing on the face is gonna be highlighter, and I'm gonna use that same brand of Wet n Wild highlighter, but I'm gonna use a different color. This is in Bloom Time, and it's just like a little bit more pink. I just wanted to match my blush a little bit better. Just going in kind of light. Highlighting that cheekbone, my nose just lightly, do my brow bone a little bit, upper lip. Look at that glow. Love it. Okay, so last two things are mascara and lips. I'm gonna use this Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon for my lips. I love these. I've shared these before. I have these in several colors. These are so good and they're so quick. That's why I like them for summer. Because it's basically like a lip liner and a lipstick in one. See, super simple. I love lip liner. I always use it, but I don't use it when I'm using these. I'm putting on a primer first. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. Alright, so I just put this on just like mascara. No trick to it, just put it on exactly as you would your mascara. Y'all know my new favorite, Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal. I just love the brush. That's the finished look. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Like I said, if I was not like trying to record this, it would have taken like half the time, but I'm trying to like talk through each step. But I literally wear this all summer, and already I can see like my face looks dewy and glowy from the highlight, but it doesn't look greasy. And so I really think that method, even if you don't use the products I'm using, I really think like setting it with the powder and then pushing it in with your sponge really makes a difference. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you found success with that, you know, method or whatever. I'd love to know. And like I said, all the links and everything will be in the description box or on my blog, LaurieBethHart.com. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was fun and I love doing these. So maybe I'll do some more on YouTube soon. But anyway, talk to you later. Bye.